Hi, Jamie Davis here from the Nursing Show here at ANIA 2016 in San Francisco. I'm here with Angie from Ergotron, and Ergotron's had a long relationship with the Nursing Show. We've had them on the show before talking about keeping nurses healthy and safe through basically using the right equipment for their computing needs in the workplace. And I have Angie here, who is a nurse as well and working with Ergotron. It's really interesting that nurses don't really understand how just basic positioning of a computer screen can lead to a long-term injury.
That's very true. And there's just some real simple little things that nurses can do so that they can help help prevent long-term issues with using products and using positioning to help prevent long-term injury.
So, they have the rolling carts that they're going from patient room to patient room with. Maybe they're doing a med check or something. And what are some of the things they can do with that cart, especially with Ergotron's great products, that are important to think about when using those types of pieces of equipment in the workplace?
Well, I think it all really comes down to changing habits. For example, everyone has a tendency to go to whatever they're used to, and that becomes a habit. And the habit could be the fact that you use a mouse on the left side. Mm-hmm. Just switching it every once in a while over to the right side can make a big difference. The other thing is you need to make sure that when you're adjusting your keyboard, you want to make sure that your keyboard really is at the right height. You don't want it too high because then that puts stress on your shoulders, or you don't want to have it too low so that you're bending over. Mm-hmm. So you want to really basically have it at the correct height, which, for the most part is kind of where your elbows are, where you're bending your elbows. Okay? And if you can take the time, tip the keyboard down a little bit. All right. So then you're not putting pressure on those ulnar nerves. Okay.
It's interesting. I have an Ergotron sit-stand workstation, mm-hmm. and it has all those aspects incorporated into it. The keyboard tray is slightly angled towards the back, and
there's a reason for that.
And there's a reason for that. I know that now. And the monitor stand, the part of the monitor that holds the additional monitor I use, is also adjustable so that it's at not only at the right height for my arms and my wrists, but also for my eyes to be looking straight into the monitor. Those are all things that somebody needs to keep in mind when they are purchasing these things.
Well, I think they need to keep it in mind also when, say, they're sharing with another colleague, because, obviously you and I are completely different heights. When I step into your workstation and I need to make some adjustments, I need to make some adjustments that make sense for me, make sense for where, my vision is, and not try and strain to, check out, what your vision is.
Yeah, and so it's just a question, I think, also of communicating with your coworkers, and having an understanding and a culture in your workplace that it's okay to adjust the screens, it's okay to do those things.
Yeah. There's a reason why they have the ability to adjust, so you want to make sure that you use it. And I think the other thing that's really important is that nurses need to remember to move around. Movement is so important. If it's standing all the time, then take some time to sit. If you're just moving in one direction, move in the other for a while. Make sure you're not twisting too much. Just be mindful of the movements that you're making.
And be mindful of taking better care of ourselves, which sometimes we let fall through the cracks sometimes.
Absolutely, yeah, because the emphasis is on the patient, but you also need to take care of yourself while you're taking care of those patients.
So if somebody wants to look into information on where the kind of things that Ergotron has, and I know you have resources all about this as well, where can people go to find more information?
We have a great website, ergotron.com.
Excellent. Angie, thanks so much for taking a moment to come out and chat with me. And I want to thank all of you for checking out this segment here from ANIA 2016 in San Francisco. Find all of these segments, and the other ones I've done, and additional information available for you over at ania.org, as well as over on my site, NursingShow.com.